Hi, this is intended as a quick guide for how to use the Great Beginnings Lead Mentor Handbook. We are debuting this resource for the first time this year, and we're hoping that it will be a really valuable resource to you as you take on the lead mentor role for the first time, or as a veteran lead mentor as you try to remember all of those things that go into being a lead mentor. This is meant to be a comprehensive guide and an easy to search guide, so you have access to answers at your fingertips to any questions you might have about the role throughout the year. So let's talk first about how to access and store the handbook. First, please do not make a copy of the handbook. It is a living document, and we are going to continue to update it throughout the year as we develop new resources, schedule PD, and so on. So you can access and get back to the handbook in two different ways. The first way is by accessing it directly from the Great Beginnings website. So if you go to the Great Beginnings website and you go to Lead Mentors, and you'll see there's actually a place for the Lead Mentor Handbook. And if you open that up, you'll see you have access to the Lead Mentor Handbook directly from the website. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can bookmark the handbook. And the way you do that is by going to your website, open up the handbook, and then over here up at the top of the URL, you'll see the star. It says bookmark this tab. So what you'll want to do is click the star. You can rename it. I'm just going to call mine Lead Mentor Handbook. I want it to be on my bookmarks bar so I can very easily access it whenever I want. And then I'm going to click done. And now you'll see it showing up here at the top of my bookmarks bar. So now I can get to it whenever I need to. So I strongly recommend that you bookmark the handbook so you can get to it quickly. But if you find your bookmarks bar is a little wild and crazy and you don't want to add anything new, again, you can access it directly from the Lead Mentor Handbook site on the website as well. So let's take a look at how to use the handbook next. You can see that we've included the most recent update date of the handbook here at the top. This will show you the last time the handbook was edited. And we'll include any handbook updates in our Lead Mentor updates moving forward, but this is just another way to see if the handbook has been updated since you last accessed it. If you scroll down to the second page of the handbook, you'll see we have a table of contents. The table of contents and the handbook as a whole is divided into sections, and each section has several parts. Each part is hyperlinked to the appropriate page, and you can get where you need to go quickly by clicking on the hyperlink, which will take you directly to that page. So if you're thinking about, well, gosh, I've never made mentor matches before, how do I do that? I'm going to scroll down to the mentor matches section, and I'm going to click on the hyperlink to the page making mentor matches. So notice it's going to take me to a bookmark, and there we go. I'm at the making mentor matches section of the handbook. So at this point, I can scroll through and I can look at what's available in this section. Notice that there are also hyperlinks within the sections that can take you to different related parts as needed. Also notice that we've included a home button at the bottom right of every page. And so if you are in a section and you're like, well, I don't want to scroll all the way back to the top, which I totally understand, what you'll want to do is click on the home button. I'm going to double click on the home button because it's in the footer. And then again, you're going to click on the bookmark link, and it's going to take you back up to the table of contents, back up to the beginning. Now, the other really cool thing, and the reason why we developed this in a Google Doc as opposed to a website, is because you can use the find feature and to find things you might be specifically interested in learning about or finding information about in order to find more information. So if you are looking at this table of contents and you're thinking, oh, I really want to know about mentor stipends, and I'm not really sure where to look, click into the document and then press Control and H together at the same time. And that's going to bring up Find and Replace, the Find and Replace feature. So type the keyword of what you are looking for in the Find box. Ignore the Replace With box. So I'm going to type mentor stipend. So notice first and foremost that when you do this, it's going to show you how many times that word or phrase shows up in the document on that right side here. So see, there are 5 instances of the phrase mentor stipend in this document. And then it jumps immediately to the first mention of that phrase. So you can see it's highlighted in green down here, the first instance of mentor stipend being used in this document. And if you look there and you say, well, that's actually not the information I was looking for, click the next box and it will take you to the next instance of it being used. And then you can continue to do that until you find the information that you're looking for. And then again, once you've done that and you say, I want to go back to the beginning, you go back to the table of contents. The last thing that I want to note is that some pages are currently under construction. Because this is a living document, we don't actually have some information yet. We're waiting on some things so we can create new resources for you. And you'll note that there are some pages that are noted as under construction. So for example, it looks like this. It'll tell you it's a work in progress. And so just know that information on that topic is coming, even if it's not there yet. But we wanted to get this out to you kind of as soon as we could, so that you have this to use as you get started this year and into the school year. If you notice any broken links as you are using this resource, please reach out to us as soon as you can. We recommend that you reach directly out to your point of contact for your region, so that one of us can fix anything that's broken ASAP, so that we keep this document as working as well as we possibly can. Thanks, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions.